Hello all, we continue our video lecture series on Java AWT, and in this video lecture we will see how Java AWT can work with colors. The objective of this lecture is to develop Java programs that use AWT color models for effective graphics, and for this first of all we have to understand how AWT handles different color models in Java. Java supports colors in a portable, independent fashion, and we know that Java is a portable, platform-independent language, and the color schemes that Java handles should not be dependent on the underlying platform. The different color models and the color methods are encapsulated by the class called color. This is a special class in AWT that has got immense features. In AWT, a number of colors are defined as constants. For example, color.black or color.red, they represent their respective colors. Now let's see how we can build our own colors. There are many models available for making newer and newer colors. However, we are going to concentrate on two different models. The first is red, green, blue or RGB model, and the second is hue, saturation, brightness or HSB model. RGB color model is a very popular one, and here a color is represented as a combination of the primary colors red, green and blue, and as a result we have three different constructors for the color class. The first one is color with three integer values. The first one is for red, and the second is for green, and the last is for blue. And the next constructor actually takes a single integer value which it will use for decoding the values of red, green and blue. And finally we have another constructor for color where we have float values as parameters. This is the most popular constructor where we pass three different integer values for red, green and blue. These integer values range from 0 to 255. That is it is actually represented using a byte for each color, and the different values of red, green and blue are represented using these bytes. For example, in this example we have used 255 for red, 100 for green and 100 for blue, and this combination in fact produces a light red color. In this table you can see a number of colors with their combination values of red, green and blue. This is the other constructor that we saw, where instead of providing separate values for red, green and blue, we provide a single integer value. For example, here you can see a value in hexadecimal, and the value is FF0000. We can see that we have passed three different bytes inside a single integer, and the least significant byte, that is the byte at the last position, that actually represents the value of blue. The next significant byte gives the value of green, and the most significant byte gives the value of red. So this is in fact another way of representing the values of red, green and blue to produce a new color. Here, as the values of blue and green are simply 0, and The value of red is the maximum, that is 255. We already know that the value can range from 0 to 255 only. This one simply produces a dark red color. And this is the last constructor in the case of RGB color model. Here the values of red, green and blue specify the relative mix of respective colors. For example, color with 1 for red and 0 for green and 0 for blue produces simply the dark red color. The next color model is the HSB model, or hue saturation brightness model, and in this case we have the colors represented along a wheel. At 0 degree we have the red color, at 60 degree we have yellow, 120 degree we have green, and it goes on like that. So the hue values can be represented in between 0 and 360 degrees. However, for Java AWT we will convert these values between 0 and 360 to a value between 0 and 1. Then we have the saturation. Again the values will range from 0 to 1. At 0 we have a very pale color, and at 1 we have a color with a huge hue value. And again we have brightness. The values will range from 0 to 1. 0 represent a very dark shade, and at 1 we have a very bright shade for the color. The values of hue, saturation and brightness, as we have seen earlier, can range from 0 to 1. Then we have two methods provided by Java AWT for conversion between RGB and HSB models. The first is HSB to RGB, as the name indicates, it will convert an HSB model to RGB model, and obviously the parameters that we are going to pass will be the values for hue, saturation and brightness, and it will return an RGB value in integer form. And we have already seen how we can represent the RGB values in an integer form. Then the next method is RGB to HSB. Here the RGB color model will be converted to HSB, and the parameters that we are passing will be the values of red, green and blue. And now you can see that there is a reference of an array which is passed as the last parameter, and if this parameter is not null, then RGB to HSB will return the values of hue, saturation and brightness inside this array. And if this array is null, then this method will create a new array, and the values of hue, saturation and brightness will be populated inside the array, and that array will be returned back to the caller. Now let's see an application of these color models. So what we are going to do is to write a Java program that demonstrates the use of color in AWT. This is a part of an example that we have done in our previous lecture, and this one creates an applet, and inside the paint method we draw a rectangle that is already filled. So let's execute this applet and see how the rectangle looks like. So the program compiled successfully. Let's call the applet viewer. So this is how the applet looks like. A rectangle is already formed inside the applet window, and the rectangle has been painted with or filled with a black color. So let's now try to change the color of this rectangle. So what we can do is we will create a new color. So the way in which we create the new color will be the color, some maybe CON assigns new color, and here we are using this RGB model, and let's give something like 255 for red and 0 for green and 255 for blue. And now let's make this as the filling color for this rectangle. So what we do is g dot set color, this color. So let's save it and execute this one and see how the rectangle has been filled with the new color. So again that compiled successfully. Let's see how the applet looks like. Yeah, you can see that the color of the applet has been changed. Color of the rectangle has been changed. So this is a very basic example on using color in an AWT package, and as we have seen, AWT provides a good mechanism for handling color inside Java programs, and hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.